If you're over 60, there's a hidden danger that might be lurking in your daily routine, a risk so subtle you might not even notice until it's too late. Imagine going to sleep feeling fine and then waking up with your life forever changed. One moment you're okay, and the next, you can't lift your arm, your speech is slurred, or you lose your balance. Sounds scary, doesn't it? What if I told you this small habit could silently raise your risk of a stroke, especially while you sleep? No warning signs, no pain, but it's happening to many people every single day. Let me explain. As we age, many of us do everything right. We eat well, stay active, and take vitamins to support our health. Vitamins have become a staple in our lives, whether it's vitamin D for bone health, vitamin B for energy, or vitamin E for heart support. But what if I told you that something as seemingly innocent as a daily vitamin could be putting your brain at risk? It's true. Every day, millions of older adults take supplements, hoping they're doing the right thing. They're hoping their vitamins will protect their bones, keep their memory sharp, or boost their energy levels. But here's the shocking truth. Some of these vitamins, especially when taken in high doses or at the wrong time of day, might be quietly harming your brain and putting you at a higher risk of stroke or other dangerous conditions. If you take vitamin D, E, B6, A, or niacin, then this video could be a lifesaver. I'll explain how these seemingly harmless pills might be doing more harm than good, and what you need to know to protect your brain and your overall health. Before we jump in, I'd love to know, have you ever wondered if your vitamins could be doing more harm than good? Are you unsure whether your supplements are helping or hurting? If you're curious, type 1 in the comments. If this information is completely new to you, type 0. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more life-saving tips on how to keep your brain and body healthy as you age. Now, let's dive in with the first vitamin that could be raising your risk of stroke while you sleep. The silent stroke risk, vitamin D. You've probably heard it everywhere. Vitamin D is essential for bone health, mood regulation, and even immune support. And yes, it's true. Vitamin D is beneficial in moderation. But here's the hidden danger that most people don't know. Too much vitamin D, especially taken at night, could raise your risk of stroke. I know, it sounds shocking, but I've seen it firsthand with my patients. Let me share a real example. Mr. Walter, a 74-year-old retired Navy veteran, took his health seriously. Every morning, like clockwork, he took his daily supplements, including a 10,000 IU vitamin D capsule he bought over the counter. He thought he was doing a good thing for his bones, but what he didn't realize was that this simple routine was slowly setting him up for a disaster. One morning, his wife found him disoriented, unable to speak clearly, and with his right arm limp. He had suffered a stroke overnight. His lab tests revealed that he had dangerously high calcium levels, stiff arteries, and blood pressure fluctuations. The culprit? Vitamin D toxicity. You see, when you take high doses of vitamin D, especially without medical guidance, it can cause calcium to build up in your bloodstream. And your body, not knowing what to do with that excess calcium, starts sending it into your arteries, causing them to stiffen and narrow. This, in turn, increases the risk of blood clots, which can travel straight to your brain and cause a stroke. The worst part? There are no warning signs. You go to bed feeling fine, and the next morning, your life could change in an instant. And here's something even more surprising. Many over-the-counter vitamin D supplements contain far more than older adults actually need, often 5,000 IU or 10,000 IU per capsule. In fact, studies show that even 2,000 IU daily may be too much for someone who isn't vitamin D deficient. So, if you're taking vitamin D, especially if you're also on calcium or heart medications, it's crucial to get your blood levels checked regularly and always take it in the morning, not before bed. Now that we've covered vitamin D, let's talk about the next vitamin that could be silently harming your brain. Vitamin E, the heart helper. That could be causing brain bleeds. Vitamin E is often touted as a heart helper. It's a common supplement for older adults who want to protect their heart, improve circulation, or even boost their skin health. But here's what many people don't know. Taking too much vitamin E, especially if you're also on blood-thinning medications, can increase your risk of brain bleeds. Let me share the story of Mrs. Evelyn Brooks, an 81-year-old retired librarian from Ohio. She was sharp, witty, and loved reading. But after she started taking a high-dose vitamin E supplement to support her heart, she suddenly developed severe headaches, confusion, and vomiting. A brain scan revealed she had suffered a hemorrhagic stroke, not caused by high blood pressure or a fall, but by the combination of warfarin, a blood thinner, and vitamin E. You see, vitamin E in high doses acts like a natural anticoagulant, which means it slows down the blood's ability to clot. When combined with blood thinners like warfarin or aspirin, it can cause internal bleeding, especially in the brain, where even a small bleed can cause lasting damage. What's worse is that the recommended daily intake of vitamin E for older adults is just 15 milligrams, about 22 international units, but many supplements contain 200, 400, or even 1,000 international units per capsule. These high doses can silently increase the risk of a brain bleed without any warning signs. If you're on blood thinners or other medications, be sure to consult your doctor before taking vitamin E. Now, let's move on to another vitamin that's often marketed as a nerve support or brain booster. Vitamin B6, the nerve support that could be harming your nerves. Vitamin B6 is often sold as a supplement to support nerve health, brain function, and energy levels. But what you might not know is that too much vitamin B6 can actually damage your nerves, sometimes permanently. Let me tell you about Mr. Harold Jenkins, a 76-year-old retired truck driver from Kansas. He came into my office complaining of numbness in his feet, tingling in his hands, and balance issues. At first, he thought it was just part of getting older, but when the symptoms worsened, he started falling 3 times in 1 week. During our consultation, I noticed something concerning. Mr. Jenkins had been taking a nerve support supplement for over a year, which contained 100 milligrams of vitamin B6 per tablet. He was taking 2 tablets a day, which meant he was getting 200 milligrams of vitamin B6 daily, more than 10 times the recommended upper limit for seniors. The scariest part? Vitamin B6 doesn't just flush out of your system like other vitamins, it builds up in your body over time. In older adults, high levels of B6 can damage the protective coating around your nerves, which is like stripping the insulation off a wire. The result? Numbness, muscle weakness, tremors, and even confusion or memory problems. And here's the kicker. The symptoms of B6 toxicity can be easily mistaken for arthritis, dementia, or just the natural aging process. But if you're taking a B6 supplement and experiencing these issues, it might be time to check the label and lower your dose. Now, let's talk about vitamin A, another common vitamin that could be causing serious issues, especially if you're over 60. Vitamin A, the eye health vitamin that could be raising pressure in your brain. Vitamin A is essential for good eyesight, and many older adults take it to support their vision, immune system, and skin health. But here's the hidden danger. Too much vitamin A can build up in your system and raise the pressure inside your skull, which can mimic a stroke and damage your brain. Let me share the story of Mrs. Dorothy Simmons, a 79-year-old retired piano teacher from Oregon. She had been taking a high-dose skin and eye supplement for years, with nearly 10,000 IU of vitamin A per day. One day, she started experiencing headaches, blurred vision, dizziness, and slurred speech. Her family feared the worst, a stroke. But after testing, we discovered that the real cause was vitamin A toxicity, not a stroke. The problem with vitamin A is that it's fat-soluble, meaning your body stores it in your liver and tissues, including your brain. It doesn't flush out of your system the way water-soluble vitamins like vitamin C or B do. Over time, high levels of vitamin A can lead to elevated intracranial pressure, a condition known as pseudotumor cerebri. This condition can cause permanent vision loss and cognitive decline. So, if you're taking vitamin A supplements, make sure you're doing so under medical supervision, especially if you're over 60. Finally, let's talk about niacin, also known as vitamin B3, a common vitamin people take for cholesterol and heart health. Niacin, the cholesterol supplement that could be raising your blood pressure. Niacin is often prescribed to help lower cholesterol and improve circulation. It's also commonly found in energy drinks, heart health supplements, and fortified cereals. But in high doses, niacin can cause serious swings in your blood pressure and even trigger a stroke. Let me tell you about Mr. Frank Miller, an 82-year-old retired postman from Florida. He started experiencing hot flashes, chest pounding, and dizziness every morning. His family thought it was anxiety or his blood pressure meds, but the real cause was his high-dose niacin supplement. He was taking 1,000 milligrams of niacin twice a day, over 60 times the recommended dose for seniors. This caused his blood vessels to expand rapidly, followed by a dangerous constriction that raised his blood pressure and strained his heart. In fact, niacin in high doses can trigger a transient ischemic attack, TIA, also known as a mini-stroke. Frank had one of these mini-strokes which lasted only a few minutes, but it could have been much worse. Niacin is known to cause fluctuations in blood pressure and can even lead to atrial fibrillation, a dangerous heart rhythm issue. What to do instead? Real food for brain health. So now you might be wondering, if these vitamins can be so risky, what should I do instead? The answer is simple: real food. Your body was designed to thrive on whole, nutrient-rich food, not pills. There's no magic diet, no fancy supplement that can replace the benefits of a healthy, balanced diet, rich in antioxidants, healthy fats, and natural vitamins. Take Mrs. Margaret Wilson, a 73-year-old retired school principal from Arizona. When I first met her, she had a drawer full of supplements: vitamin D for her bones, vitamin E for her heart, B-complex for energy, niacin for cholesterol, and more. But despite all these supplements, she felt dizzy in the mornings, her balance was off, and her blood pressure kept climbing. It wasn't the supplements that were helping her, it was the food. We cleared out the clutter, stopped all the pills, and replaced them with real, whole foods. Her breakfast now consisted of 1 boiled egg for protein, half an avocado for healthy fats, a slice of whole grain toast for steady energy, a handful of blueberries for brain-boosting antioxidants, and a glass of room-temperature water. That's it. No powders, no pills, just real food. Within just a few weeks, Margaret's dizziness disappeared. Her blood pressure stabilized, and she felt clearer and more energetic than she had in years. The key was simple. Her brain needed real, natural nutrients, not artificial doses of vitamins. Conclusion: awareness is key. As we get older, every choice we make about our health becomes more important. Vitamins and supplements can be beneficial, but they can also be dangerous if not taken correctly. It's not just about popping pills, it's about understanding what you're putting into your body and how it affects you. So read the labels, talk to your doctor, and listen to your body. If any of this information has made you rethink your supplement routine, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and let me know. What changes will you make to protect your brain and health? If you found this helpful, please give it a like to help others learn and subscribe for more tips to stay strong and healthy as you age. You're never too old to take control of your health.